welcome back once again. Now, I want to show us how to couple the inside outfits of our kids senator that comes with Bada. Right here, I believe by this stage you might have seen the video on the Bada cutting and closing, and as well the video that showed us how this outfit was cut. If you haven't seen it, I will encourage you to look for previous videos on this and then learn the cutting processes before you come to the coupling aspect. But if you have seen it, you're welcome. So right here, we have our materials embroidered. Now, like I told us, it will have embroidering, right? So this is the nature of the embroidering I want it to have. I'm the one that decided to have this nature of embroidery. So in some other cases, you might as well have a different design of your embroidering, but that doesn't really count. But what matters is that at the end of the video, you'll be able to couple this and then have your agbada completely done. So right here, before I proceed, I would like to highlight some unique attributes of this embroidering. Now, looking at the tip of the neck, you have the thread tangled and then used to seal the edge. Now, this is called sharaba, and then it's for those that do embroidering, that do this for me, do this, and then you have to have it neatly done this way. There should be no rumples or issues that are visible. Then after you must have done this now bear in mind that the other components as well was already cut. The sleeves, I ran a thread for embroidering for here. I also did this as well, and then did this as well, and then the back doesn't have any embroidering, the normal outfits. So right here we have the flap. Now if you notice, because of the embroidering design here, you won't be able to put outside flap anymore, right? Then at this stage, what then do? You have to put what we call inner flap. The flap will be inside of the outfit. So the same process of fixing the outside flap is how you as well use or go to fix the inside flap. So having known this now, the flap measurements remain the same width you use in a kid's measurement, but right here I will show you the measurement so that you know how to go about it. So right here, the measurement I have here is 3 inches, right? 3 inches width, and then length of 7, right? So you fold both edges, then you must have weaved this edge first, and then fold the 2 edges, then you notch the edge. Now bear in mind that in some cases you're not allowed to fix the flap the way you want. There must be a specific way you must fix your flap in order to achieve a neater finishing or result. Now, when you are going to fix the flap, make sure that the edge you weaved must be lapping on the cloth this way, so you have kind of a sealed sewing that will not show the weaving inside. Use the weave part to lap on the outfits. Use the weave part to lap on the outfits this way. So after I must have weaved, I'll now show you how to lap it on the outfit. So right here I have weaved the flap, so I now want to block the flap. So like I told you, the flap should be lapping, the weave part should be lapping at the edge you close. So you weave it this way and then open it up. You open it up, then bend the weave part first. So right here you fold the weave part first and then fold the unweaved part next, right? Then you now close the edge. Now this closing will be solely done for you to have a relaxed nature or a relaxed neck at the up part. So when you have sewn this area now, you have achieved the closing. So the next thing you will do now, cut off the tip and then bend inward this way, and then use your scissors to push out the edge, making sure that the edge is properly tucked out. And then after you must have done that, now you see the flap coming out this way, then you sew on top of it, or you can as well hem if you so wish. You can as well hem if you so wish. So you place it this way and then sew this way. The sewing is just to help hold the down part of the flap. Then when you must have sewn in this direction, you also try to sew the upside of the flap. Then when you have sewn that up part of the flap, then you cut off the excess threads you are seeing and then we're now trying to fix the flap inside. So seeing the fact that you are done with this, so you make sure that the width part is going to be inward this way. Now you are going to lock the part of the axe feet that is towards you, that the one in this direction. Then you place the flap beneath the slit opening. Make sure that the edge of the flap is flapping properly. Don't allow the flap to be coming out so that it won't be visible, right? So when you have lapped it properly this way, then you sew the tip of the flap. Then when you sew that part, then on approaching this edge, then you know that when you have done your embroidering, you have different colored threads here. Then if you're sewing, try to make sure you sew on the part that has the black or the whatever color you have there, right? So that you will not be visible to people outside. So making sure the flap is centralized. Make sure it's centralized, and then you try to sew the part that will have the same color of thread you have. Now you sew from the curvy nature of the embroidering, and then you as well proceed to this other aspect. Then comment on this part, follow the area that will give you room to sew on your same color of thread. Then coming to the point of 6 inches or 5 inches opening, you pause there. Don't sew more than that. Then you lock it up in this direction. So you have now fixed your inner flap, and then the next thing you will do now is to start coupling the other aspects or components of your kit senator outfit. So this is how the flap will look like inwards. This is how the flap will look like inwards, and then make sure you cut all the threads, very important as well. And then you are going to put a fastener or what we call a pressing button here, right? So you put a pressing button here to lock it up. So this is how it should be. Look at it. This is how it should be. So you have fixed the flap, and you must do this before you join the shoulder of the front and the back. So this is done now. Now the next you're gonna do now is you bring the back part of the clothes. Bear in mind that you must have gummed the neck region. Now the essence of this gumming is to give you a more relaxing effect on the neck area. Then you bring your label if you have one. If you don't have, you can still make use of a normal neutral label, but don't put label that has a brand name already. Put neutral label. Then if you have your own label, you must have gotten it by now. Then you place it 1.5 inch below the neckline, and then you sew from that point. You sew from that point, and then this is the actual finishing or results you would achieve when you follow the processes I'm undergoing now. Make sure that whatever you're doing must be in conformity with what I'm doing. Then the next thing I'm gonna do now is the back facing. Now bring the back facing, place this way, right here. In closing this one as well, make use of your regular closing inch you always use in your sewing in your other male adult outfit. So now you're going to close, let's say less than 0.3 this time around. 0.3 is okay as well. Sew the neck round. As well. And then coming to this point, you now curve as well. Then after you have done that, you cut off your threads. Then notch the neckline. The notching is very important. It helps to relax your neck, right? So notch your necklines, and then when you have notched your necklines, you can now flip it over this way, and then try your best to make sure the neck is relaxed. You can go ahead and iron if you so wish. So when you iron, then you bring in the front, the same process of the joining, hold it together, insert this in between the facing and the back bodies, turn the facing to the front, and then hold them equally, and then lock ½ inch from the shoulder. Then you can measure if you so want to measure to be sure of what you are doing. Then when you sew ½ inch this way, you're done with the measurements, with the cut closing rather, sorry. Then you also replicate the same processes here as well. You sew ½ inch. All the shoulder joinings must be ½ inch, right? So when you have gotten to this point now, you sew ½ inch, making sure that the three of them are equal in length. Then we are done with this now. The next you will do now is to lock the back facing, so you can as well cut off here. Don't cut to the point you have sewn, cut it off a bit. It helps to relax the neck, and as well give you room when you're ironing. It won't shine at the shoulder part of the outfit. So you flip it over again, then you draw it out this way, and then you take a look at the neck circumference. Then you draw the front part of the cloth down. It should give you a nice circular neck at this point. Then you have determined the neck already now, so you must have known the neck size. Then you can as well measure to confirm if it's in line with what you have in mind. Then after you have done that now, you start closing it again from the back facing. So you just have to lock the back facing. So when you get to this stage now, you're almost done with the outfit. So what's left now will be to fix the sleeve and then lock the body to the measurement you have, right? So when you have gotten to this point, then you hold it very firmly on the outfit. Hold it very firmly on the outfit. Make sure that the center lines you ironed are tallying, right? These lines must tally. Don't allow one to go with the other way and the other one sitting the other way. You must tally, and the neck must be relaxed. Then you sew on the tip of the back facing. Don't forget, very important, sew on the tip of the back facing, and then when you have sewn on the tip of the back facing, you are done with the back facing locking on the shoulder joining. So the next you will do now is to trim the shoulder and fix your sleeve, right? So as you are trying to trim your shoulder now, you will have to first and foremost go and iron it out to make sure you have a relaxed outfit first before you proceed. So we are going to iron now and then come back to show us how to trim the shoulder. So you must make sure that the back neck is giving an a circular shape. Hold the back, draw the down front to this point. Don't draw it too much. Make it to give you something circular here, right? Then when you get to that point, you must have gotten to the exact neck circumference you want, and then you iron accordingly, and then fold into two, trim your shoulder, and then fix your sleeve. I will do that and I'll come back and show you how to do that. I've ironed in a moderate way, so I'll just fold into two this way, right? And then have it done placed this way. Make sure that the 4 layers are equal, and then you apply the shoulder. So the shoulder, I think it's 11. Yeah, it's 11. Let me check confirm and get back to you. It's 10. The one we used in cutting and broad was 10. So 10 is 5, right? Then you add extra 0.3, that's 5.3. The 0.3 is for the sleeve joining. If you sew up to ½ inch, add 0.5. If you sew only less than half, add 0.3. So if you have half now, you add half. But since I sew less than half, I add 0.3. So from this point, you are going to sew, cut the trim the shoulder. The trimming should not exceed 1 inch trimming. Then make sure that the 4 layers are equal before you trim. Now in trimming, don't surpass or go below the front armhole, the one below, right? Don't go below this. So make sure that the trimming of the back tallies to the front. So right here, when you must have gotten to this stage, then you trim in this direction, right? So you are done with the trimming of the armhole, and the next thing you're gonna do now is to notch. Now this notching will help you to fix your sleeve properly. So you notch very well, and then you bring the sleeve. Bear in mind that because of the fact that I ran an embroidering thread here, there was no need, or there's no need again to make a thread sewing. So I had to weave the edge of the sleeve and now use hemming gun to hem it. So it gives you a more mature finishing, right? So this is how it should look like. So you have your sleeve this way, and then before you fix your sleeves, make sure that the two sleeves are equal. There are some times you might put sleeves and then one might be bigger than one in length, then you can just cut it off now and then proceed to fix it. So I've confirmed that they are equal in length. I now trim and notch the sleeve, right? Then you now fix your sleeve accordingly. So this is the sleeve. So I will fix my sleeve. I believe most of us must have known or seen how to fix sleeve, but then I still want to show you, so in case you have any doubt or any confusion, you can as well get it right. So you make sure you still that same inch you added, the 0.3 or 0.5, whatever you added, make use of it to sew. Then sew in that direction, and then stretch the sleeve a bit while fixing the sleeve. It helps to relax the outfit. Stretch the sleeve a bit while fixing the sleeve, and then making sure that the sleeve must get to the end of the armhole, right? So this is how you fix your sleeve, and then you sew from center half to down, and then you also continue in the other direction to complete that one. So right here we are joining the second part of the sleeve. That's the first sleeve, but then the second section. Then making sure that your sleeve is fixed properly. So after you must have done this now, then the next you're gonna do now is to replicate the same thing on the other sleeve, and then weave the sleeve joining, and then you start lock. So this is the first sleeve, and then you must iron. Bear in mind that in making a kid senator outfit, it always looks small, right? Then don't be worried why it's looking small. It should look small in accordance with the size, then but make sure that your measurements are correct before you continue. And then at the end of the day, once the person comes to check it out, it must fall in line with the person's size. So don't be discouraged by how smallish it might look. And then in making for kids outfits, I like having a size range. I always start from something close to 1 year is enough. But don't go and start making senator for babies that are still newborn. Yeah, it's still possible to make for them, but then bear in mind that those ones must look bogus than their race sizes, so that's the only way they can wear it, they can put it on, right? And then in making for them, there's nothing like fitted. You have to make it to look bogus. They will actually grow into the outfit. So when you have gotten to this point now, you continue the other part of the sleeve joining, and then you are done with the sleeve joining. Then you now go to weave the armhole, now with the armhole, and then lock the outfit. So right here, I will now go and weave the armhole, and then come back to us and show us the closing or the locking of the sides. So right here, I have finished pinning my dress, and then I have applied the measurements, right? So what you don't have to do is your chest measurement by 2. Start from center line iron, mark the half. The same thing applies to this area, but then on the down area, I added half an inch here, so that in case so that you have enough room to put it on, right? So the run sleeve, the same thing. Run sleeve by 2, you apply, then you pin. You must be sure that you pinning. Make sure that the armhole are corresponding. Make sure it's falling. Then when you pin, you now start from the armhole, this area, and then you sew it down. Then on sewing the armhole, make sure
that your line is straight. Don't have a curvy line, right? Straighten the sleeve this way, make it to go straight, right? Making sure that your sewing is in a straight line, connecting the sleeve, front sleeve to the chest measurement, and then from the armhole to the down part, I use 8.5 for this person. Now you can as well use 9 depending on the chest measurement you have and on the top length you have, right? All these measurements are prone to adjustments, so don't use 8.5 when you know you're having a shorter or a smaller top length. Don't use 8.5 when you have a longer top length. I think my top length was 17 or 16 or thereabout. So as well, you as well try closing this area as well, and then making sure that the stitching beginning of the closing must be sewn properly so that it won't tear easily. Then sewing it to this point as well, stretching your sleeve, get it in a straight line connection, don't sew it curvy. Then you sew to the point you marked on your round sleeve. So this is basically how to close your kids senator outfit. So the next thing I will do now is to trim the sides, weave, and then fold it down. So the folding will as well take shape or frame from the regular folding we have. The inches we added here was 3 inches thereabout. Then fold 2.5 or 3 inches and then lock accordingly. I believe you must have seen my previous videos on how to fold an outfit. It's still the same process, there's nothing new. And then let's show us the looks of our outfits inside, outside. So this is how it comes out, or it will come out. Then make sure you iron the edges, making sure that everywhere is relaxed. So you take your time now to iron, and then put your fastener here, that's the pressing button, and then fold this place 1/2 and then run accordingly. So with the help of this video now, I believe all of us can now couple the inside of our kids senator outfit, but I think I will still show how I will do the folding, should in case any of us might be in doubt in how to do this. So I'll show us as well. Let me go and fold and show you how I fold it. This is the finishing of this kids senator outfit we have, and then I want to show us how I folded the inside. And then what I just did was folding. I must have weaved. Then bear in mind that after you must have sewn, don't trim the excesses, leave it that way, so that in case the person asks for increment later on, because in kids senator outfits or in kids outfits, they always tend to grow within a short space of time. So just leave the excesses you have and weave, right? You must weave. Then the folding I have here is 2 inches folding. Then I added my hemming gum under. The hemming gum is the white stuff. I used like 3 strands inside, and then I folded, and then I used my steam iron or iron, and then I gummed it properly. Then this is the folding. You must gum the down part first, followed by the sideways, and then the sideways last, and then replicate the same processes as well at this area. Then you have finished gumming. Then you open press. Open press, it means when you have your allowances this way, open it up this way, sprinkle water. If you don't have a steam iron, if you have a steam iron, use your steam iron, open it this way and press. It helps to relax the stitches at the outside part. Then as well, iron, open press this way as well, open press on this other side, iron the armhole area, the armhole areas, and then flip it over. Then the back facing, iron from the inside, so that it will relax, so that if there's any kind of rumples, it will relax the outfit. And then you flip it down this way, and then you iron. Then how do you iron? Make sure you make use of your iron, your steam iron, or if you don't have one, use your sprinkler. Sprinkle water on top of it. Find a lighter material like lining or cotton lining that is same color of the fabric, or the one that can't wash or won't wash. Spread it on top, then iron on top of the, if I use a charcoal iron on top of it. Then make sure that everything is relaxed. The armhole area should come out this way, iron properly. Then bear in mind that you put pressing button here or your fastener here. So then you bend this way, take the edge, put at the center of the outfit, you iron this one, take this edge as well, put at the center of the outfit, you iron, then fold this way, iron here, and then fold again. Then by that time you must have folded the arm this way, iron properly, fold the arm this way, you iron. So this is how you basically do your ironing, so that you have it neatly done this way. So we are done with the Agbada outfit, and then this is the top, and then the next video you're gonna see now would be for the kids rope trouser, and then that will be the end of Kids Senator Agbada illustrations. And I believe this video will go a long way to help all of us in the group to learn how to do this. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, this is Mr. Redefined.